All right, Cancer. So looking into your energy, actually, what's interesting is that your energy towards this person is the Hierophant and the Six of Wands, okay? So you're really in this powerful energy of just knowing what you want and not really taking any crap. We also have the King of Wands here. So you could have been dealing with someone who just kind of led you astray, made you think that maybe they wanted something committed, that they wanted what you wanted, and they played you in a sense, or just led you down this path. And you are in this energy of knowing what you want, knowing that you want commitment, not allowing anything into your circle that isn't that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not willing to compromise on your morals or your values or where you want to be in the future with the person that you allow into your space anymore. Okay. Their feelings towards you, as far as, their energy towards you, is the Hanged Man, the Queen of Cups, and the Fool card. Okay. Let me show you here. What's interesting here is that even though this person is thinking about you a lot with the Nine of Swords, the Moon card, this lets me know that they're choosing to not do anything about it right now. They're choosing to kind of press pause, but that doesn't mean that they don't feel anything towards you, because we have the Queen of Cups here in the center, and they do feel a lot of emotions towards you. But at the same time, they might not feel safe enough to share it with you. I honestly think that they might be feeling as if you are happy somewhere else. Like, you might honestly be in a relationship with someone else, or be involved with someone else to some degree, and they're looking at you and they're unsure whether or not they can come back in. So they're kind of not moving forward, even though they're in this, they want to move forward. You know what I mean? Like, they want to rush in. They want to rectify the situation. They want to bring up all of these emotions that they feel, but they're choosing to sit still. They're choosing to sit still, possibly because they might not feel safe to express their feelings to you. The Four of Wands in reverse, with just their overall energy towards you, lets me know that they might not believe that this could go anywhere long term anymore. That what's done is done, and that they probably should just let the ashes lay where they may. Okay, but they do have passion for you. They do have passion and they do have emotions for you, but they might be choosing to possibly stay single, possibly just find love elsewhere, because honestly, with how you're looking right now, with how your energy is coming off to them, with the Hierophant, the Six of Wands, and the King of Wands, you are in like movement of energy. Like, you're in a traditional, committed, loyal energy, and they're kind of back and forth about what they want and how to go about gaining that. So they might honestly just feel like, you're good, Cancer. You're doing your thing. You're probably with someone else, living your life. And they have no idea how to even go about approaching the situation. You know what I mean? Your oracle cards that you got is Friendship, Release Your Ex for your energy. So I do think you're in this situation of releasing whoever this person was that played you in the past and kind of led you astray, or had multiple people involved behind your back. And you're standing in your power, and you're moving forward, choosing to move forward, choosing to, keep that list in your head of like, this is what I want, and this is what I deserve, and this is what I will have. It's coming towards me, or it's already in my life right now. And you're keeping that, manifesting that, and you're glowing in a way. And they're unsure whether or not they would even be emotionally safe coming in at this point, and kind of being honest with you about how they feel. Their energy towards you is Soul Companion. Stay optimistic about your love life. True love. Okay, so they are trying to stay optimistic here, but at the same time, they do feel like nothing good would come out of the situation if they were to approach you, especially in the energy that you're in right now, which is possibly happiness, and just enjoying where you are in life with the people you have in your life. Okay. We also have the card Fate and Time Apart. So you are definitely, like I said, with the Hanged Man, you're at a distance from this person and they're thinking about coming back in, okay? Or like waiting for you to come back in. Honestly, that could also be another storyline, is that they want to rush back in and they're choosing not to because they're waiting for you to come back in. But someone here had a lot of selfish, self-centered energy. Someone here was pessimistic or is being pessimistic right now, and it's looking like it's them more so you, with how they just don't feel like anything good would come of this situation if they were to approach you, right? That's being pessimistic. That's not really thinking optimistic. Even though they're trying to stay optimistic, they're kind of fluctuating in a way. They're going back and forth. And someone here who just wasn't willing to go the extra mile either right now or during your connection with them. All right, let's dive a little bit deeper. All right, looking into how they feel about you, Cancer. How does this person feel towards you? All right, the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be connecting with an earth sign. We have Aquarius here, Taurus, Pisces. We have another Pisces here. Ace of Pentacles. So this is someone who is wanting to come back in, but they're taking their time. So this is a slow moving energy with the Knight here. But they do want to start something up with you again and start it on a different foundation. They want to really come back in and probably be the person that they know you deserve and that you want now, because your energy is the Hierophant. So that's commitment, that's loyalty, that's tradition. And they weren't that to you in the past, okay? And now they've realized, like, okay, clearly Cancer was the one and I screwed that up. I screwed that up royally, and I'm beating myself up with the Nine of Swords. I'm trying to suppress my emotions. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to just like let things go with the Hanged Man, but I still have a lot of emotions here with the Queen of Cups. I don't think anything is going to come of this because of just how we ended. And I feel as though I need to go off and just find love elsewhere. That's what this person is thinking. But with the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles being how they feel towards you, they see you as someone who's very, very successful, and they want to come back in. They want to come back in. They see you as kind of like their golden ticket. You know what I mean? And they do. They want to come back in, but it's slow moving because I think that they're still planning their, like, how they should return. On the bottom of the deck for how they feel is the Ten of Wands. So this person does feel heaviness towards the situation, okay? Could be connecting with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But they feel this heaviness towards the situation, which goes right back to the Four of Wands, okay? Another card that came out is the Temperance card. So this is reconciliation, them wanting to pour back into you, pour back into the situation. Even if they were the one who walked away, they're now wanting to pour back in, but they're in this state of limbo of just like, should I walk away completely? Should I try my luck again? What should I do? They're not sure. And they really are fighting with themselves right now, okay? How do you feel towards this person? How do you feel, Cancer? The World card. So, Cancer, you are wanting closure with this person. Kind of just to tie up loose ends. Let's see what else. The World card could be any sign that you're dealing with. All right, how else do you feel towards this person? The Judgment card. So you're still making a decision. Like, how you feel towards this person kind of fluctuates. Cancer, like 1 minute, you're like, okay, if they were to come back around, we can talk it out. If I want to open something back up with them, if I want to start something back up, that's my decision. I'm not sure yet. And then another part of you is just like, I don't really know how I feel. I think I just want to move on. So you're still fluctuating in a sense as well. But at the end of the day, Cancer, I do think that you do want to pour into yourself with the Empress. You want to pour into the things that are now once important to you and the things that are fruitful towards you. Like in your life, you kind of just want to pour into the things that are going to bear fruit right now and in the future, and not worry about what happened in the past, okay? Because at the end of the day, there was pain that was caused here, and they caused you pain, but now you're choosing to stand in your energy with the Chariot, okay? A part of you does want to possibly meet on common ground and just hash it out, clear the air, have that one last conversation, that one last talk of closure. But at the same time, you want to stay away. If you ghosted or stopped talking to them, a part of you wants to just continue with that same energy, okay, and focus on your coins. Focus on your coins. Let's put these down. Could be dealing with a Libra here. We have Sagittarian energy. We also have Cancer, Scorpio. All right. Ooh, Three of Swords. And the Chariot. All right. If you're in a no contact situation, why is there no communication from you? The Eight of Cups. So Cancer, you're choosing to walk away, or you've already walked away and you're already in your happily ever after, which is why this person is so afraid to come back in, because they're like, I think that they're dating someone else. I think that they're seeing someone else. I think they're happy without me. So maybe I should go try to be happy without them as well. This person brought a lot of drama into your life, Cancer. There was multiple people involved here, multiple storylines, multiple people, okay? And you're just really ready to just let it go, to just take it as a loss and let it go, if you haven't already. That's why you're not communicating with this person, because it was too dramatic, way too much drama, not enough love, not enough fulfillment. And you were like, look, if you want to have multiple people in your life, go do that. And I'm going to go do my own thing. All right. Why is there no communication from them? All right. Anything else? Bottom of the deck is the Magician. Why is there no communication from them? All right. So we have the Star card, which is Aquarius energy, and we have the Six of Swords. So they're in the same kind of energy as you, like I said, fluctuating between wanting to pour into this and the Six of Swords. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, Cancer, the reason why this person right now at this very moment is not in contact with you is because they're healing. They're in this state of healing and reflecting, and they're trying to build themselves back up too. And I think that they're honestly trying to fix some of their inner wounds that have caused problems with you and other people in their lives. They're choosing to heal and kind of move away from the person that they were when they were with you. This person has a lot of regret here, and they're trying to build themselves up. I think right now, Cancer, this person is just trying to be the person that you deserved, and not even for you. They're trying to be a better person for the next person that comes around. Okay, if it's you, if they can come back in and like apologize and say, hey, look, I know I messed up and I know I hurt you and I caused you pain, they would love to do that. But they are healing for themselves because they just don't want to go through this again. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. So they're really not in communication with you because they're just holding tightly to themselves. They're just holding tightly. I do still feel like at times they have selfish energy and they're like, well, why should I communicate? Why should I? You know, a part of them is kind of waiting for you to reach out. And if they did reach out, I do want to say this for those of you where they did try to contact you in like the past and you chose to ignore the call, they're really holding so tightly to not reaching out again. And they're waiting for you to reach out to them. Okay, because they regret so much of what they did. And it took them, if they did reach out, it took them so much. It took so much of them to reach out to you in the first place that if you ignored them, they just don't want to feel that way again. So they're fighting to just hold themselves together right now and heal and move on because they tried and you didn't respond. So they're, you know, if they don't hear from you, they're gonna move with the tide. They're going to try to move on as they feel you have already done. And some of you have already moved on, all right? Let's take a look as to what this person wants. Honestly, I don't know what's with these readings these days. Like the month of July, people are just back and forth. So we have the Knight of Cups, that's water sign energy. The Hermit, which is Virgo. What else does this person want? Clarify the Hermit. What does this person want from Cancer? Ooh, okay. The Seven of Pentacles. These people are really back and forth. Really, really back and forth. So, oh God, so back and forth. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Hermit card, the Seven of Pentacles, and then we have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So a part of them wants to come and offer you some level of love. Like, hey, can we start over? Can we be friends? Can we just build a foundation again? And then another part of them, they want to stay away. They want to just be safe in the dark because they're not going to get hurt if they stay away, right? If they stay in the dark. This person does not feel good enough for you. I'm here to tell you, Cancer, they see you doing your thing, living your life, possibly imagining that you're with someone else, if not looking at you on social media, you know, living your life, doing your thing, standing in your power, and they don't feel good enough for you. So they're in this energy of feeling as if they do need to just stay away. Stay in no contact. Stay silent, okay? They do honestly feel like it could be the end with the Ten of Swords. It could be the end. And they're trying to, you know, keep their options open and move on in love. Because they don't feel like you would accept their offer of even like a friendship. Because the Knight of Cups is like innocent love. It's not as innocent as the Page of Cups, but it's close. And so because they don't feel like you would accept their offer, they're choosing to stay away with the Hermit card. They don't feel good enough to even approach you at this point. And then we have the Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, which is, you know, it's kind of like they feel like you blocked them. And they feel like this whole situation is just, it's over. It's done. It's done for. Okay. It's done for. What do you want out of the situation? What do you want? What do you want? Cancer. The King of Cups. I think you just want to stay in your energy. The Fourth, yeah, you're done. You're done, Cancer. I think you honestly, you have someone else. I think you have someone else. You have someone else coming. You're pretty bored of the situation. Like, you're tired. You're just tired of your ex even being in your energy at this point. You're ready to, you know, manifest this king or this queen and be king and queen together. You know what I mean? You're over it. You're only accepting in what you deserve. And their cup that they wanted to offer you here with the Knight of Cups, look at you. You're not even taking this cup. You're like, I don't want it. You show me who you are, and I'm good. I'm real good. I'm good on you. The Lover's card. So that's what I'm saying. You could have someone else coming in, or just like, you do still feel a soul tied to this person, but you're choosing to kind of move on because there's no foundation here. There's nothing to build on, and that's just how you feel. For those of you who are single or just concerned about new love, how's it looking for new love for Cancer? Ooh, Ace of Cups. Could be connecting with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But you do have someone coming in who's definitely going to, like, kind of hold your emotions up. You know what I mean? Like, validate how you feel and love you the way that you need to be loved, because as a Cancer, you're super emotional, but in such a beautiful way, you know? In a beautiful, beautiful way. You need someone who views your emotions as beautiful and not like work. You know what I mean? Someone who's definitely going to work hard for the connection, which is exactly what you want. So I would definitely wait. If this person isn't already in your life, this could be a water sign or an earth sign. Let's see. Anything else for new love? New love, new love, new love. Yeah, I think it's water. Okay, yeah, and then you have the 9 of Cups. So whoever this is, physical attraction on 10. Physical attraction on 10. Emotional connection on 50. Like, new love's coming in for you, and I feel like you might already have this person in your life, and that's what this past person is feeling. That's why they don't want to come back in. They're afraid to come back in, although they're regretting what they did, and they do want to come back in, but it's just, they're so unsure. They're like waiting for you to give them a sign, honestly. Let me put these up here. They're like, Cancer, just give me a sign that it's safe. And you're like, I'm good. I'm real good on you. It's not safe. It's definitely not safe. I will slaughter you. Okay. What's stopping this connection with you and this past person from moving forward? What's stopping it? The Devil. Someone here had addictions. Someone here was like really, they had like physical addictions outside of themselves. They didn't have true love in their heart. They were very ego oriented and just didn't have love. That's the problem. Like, the whole problem was that somebody was addicted to something, obsessed with something. And this could have been like a victim mentality, a player mentality. Like I said, a player coming back around, someone with ego problems, just thinking that, you know, they're so great, they don't have to work for anything or anyone. And that's what was stopping this from moving forward. And the release of that would help the situation. But what's the most likely outcome? What's on the bottom of the deck? The Knight of Wands. So, ooh. Someone moving too fast. I feel like you and this person might have moved way too fast and didn't build a foundation. Like, there was no foundation from the start. And that's what was needed here. Was less fire and more water and like calm. More water and earth energy needed here. Okay. What's the most likely outcome between you and this person? What's the most likely outcome? What's the most likely outcome? Ooh, okay. The Magician reversed, the Strength card, the 10 of Cups. All right. I'm hearing 2 stories for this, and we have the Sun card. So you could be connecting with a Leo, a Sagittarius, or any water sign. Again, I keep saying signs. It could be any sign, really, because you have the World card. But with the Strength card and the 10 of Cups, I see this being 2 things. I see this person getting over their ego, shedding that, you know, whatever they were addicted to, whether that was a player lifestyle or a victim mentality or ego or whatever it was that caused this person to not want to go the extra mile for you, and what's causing them to regret their situation and like where they are with you right now. They're going to change. They're going to kind of fight and get out of this stagnant energy and come back in. Okay. They, like I said, with the Magician, that's letting go of, you know, control. Letting go of who you once were, especially when it comes to love. Okay. Just letting go. And they're going to try to come back in and rebuild something with you. And it might start off as like a friendship, because that would be the only way for this to really work, is if you had a really close friendship with a good foundation to build off of. Okay. Because they do see you as someone who could have been their end all be all, Cancer, but they really messed that up and they regret it a lot. For another half of you, I see the most likely outcome being that you just keep moving on and you find your happiness elsewhere. If you're already in a relationship with someone else, I just see you continuing that beauty, continuing on in that beautiful relationship that you have with that new person. Or if you're, you know, someone new comes in, you're definitely going to capitalize on that new love energy. All right. Ooh. But either way, I definitely see Cancer, like, they are scared to come back around because they already feel like you're living in your happily ever after. And that could very well be the case. So at the end of the day, I think you're moving on. I really do. I think you're moving on. And if they come back around, you know, you'll be ready for it. But at the end of the day, you're ready to just keep your joy and keep your power. You're done fighting. You're done fighting. You're like, love should be easier than this. And if it's not, then it's not love.